shoot, folks, it's Friday, and it's right here, and January's gone, and it's just left me kind of crippled, Anyway, so I'm gonna do this today, and I have an actual subject, from which I will probably ramble into something completely incoherent. But here's my thing, and I've discussed this with my friend Jane back home, and she has this really dear friend. He's cute, dear, loyal friend for a long time. I mean, like childhood friends, at least since teenage years. Anyway, he just adores her, and she just adores him. And she said something about one time. It was like an urn or something. She said, I saw this urn. It looked just like you. I almost got it for you. And he said, well, I'm glad you didn't, because if you didn't get me a pair, I wouldn't be interested. And I was like, that's exactly it. That's every gay man's rule is if it's good enough to have one, it should have two, so that you can, at any point, do a totally, beautifully, devastatingly symmetrical arrangement. I love nothing more than a big urn or vase on each side of the mantelpiece, with just some big anchor, like a painting or something really good in the middle of it. I'm a maximalist, but I'm picky about what I'm maximalist with. So, let me show you this. See, one of these, this is an Italianate ewer, and I'm going to do something good with it. I've had it for years. Bought it for a client in Santa Barbara who said no, and I just kept them. Anyway, so the thing is, I might do something with these, but the thing is, I would probably just chuck it if it weren't for the fact that I have two. I have two. Everything is in twos, except for the centerpieces. This room has two large mirrors with carved mahogany frames, and it's got two 2-gallon urns, and it's got just two of everything. Okay, now this is as contrary as I'm gonna try and be from now on, because it doesn't do any good, and I don't influence the way anybody thinks about anything like politics or religion or anything, and I guess it's none of my business. So there is this PhD of antiquities on YouTube, and I do like her. She does provide a really good service, and she's a businesswoman, so she does, she hawks her wares. You got to pay her to call her, and she'll give you 15 minutes or half hour of her thoughts on what you've got, and that's fabulous. She has to have a career, and she travels around to Goodwill stores, and she points out what thrifters should purchase. Thrifters just love her because she is educating them on what things are made of, where they come from, and what they're worth, and really whether they're worth purchasing to flip, to resell, because you should have a really large markup. I know that I'm not a merchant. I'll probably never sell anything ever except my paintings. That's all I really ever sell. But here's one thing that she says, and it just pisses me off so bad, because you cannot respond to her in any way, because if you correct her or say something that conflicts with what she's saying, she will not only shut you right down, she will make a video about how horrible you are. Honestly, she's like that. She loves, she'll be there, and she's basically going, well, I'm here, and don't be messing with me. Because I had this one guy, he was bad, but you know what? He's gone now. Anyway, it was kind of like that. But she's great, and she knows her stuff, except she's got this one thing. I'm not going to go into two things. I might tell the next story about what she's mistaken about. But, now, okay, in all the thing, I can only say she's mistaken about two things. That's all I can say. And it's not that big, because she's right about everything else, right? So, two things wrong, and all the rest she's right about. She says, just a big sweeping judgment, all china that has ornamentation in the center is not meant for food. All china with painted centers they're all cabinet plates. And I'm like, well, why would I have this set of knockoff Sevres that has like 16 dinner plates, 16 salad plates, 16 soup bowls, 16 butter pats, 16 dessert plates. Would they do just gigantic sets of cabinet plates just to let you, look, we're so rich, we just have beautiful china in there, but you can't eat off of it because it's got flour here. Now, honey, you're wrong on that. You need to go back a little bit. I mean, yeah, you need to go back a little bit because she even says that if it's a large enough it's a cabinet plate that should only be used if you put a doily in it so you can't see it and put cookies on it and don't even wash it, just kind of dust it back off and put it in the cabinet when you're through. And that, it's fine and everything. And like I said, I'm just focusing on the parts that piss me off. And I'm probably just as bossy and bitchy as she is. I know I'm I'm not saying she's bitchy. She's really good and she's really up there and she's in your face and she's everybody's friend and everything, but do not cross her. Do not give her any trouble in any way because you will be punished. I hope that this weekend you're not punished. But if you are punished, let me just say, if you are punished this weekend, please let it be a lesson learned, and please let it be a punishment for something shitty you've done. Nevertheless, I love you. Happy Friday, folks.